Hey, I just wanted to do an update on the foreclosure market here, the bank-owned market here in Albuquerque. You know, once the pandemic hit in 2020, the foreclosure processes for most banks just literally were turned off, and people were not being foreclosed on. And of course, after the pandemic, the banks had to allow people to try to get caught up or try to not lose their house. But there's always reasons why people lose their house in every kind of market, which brings up this. If you happen to be in a distressed position where you're in foreclosure or you're behind on your payments, reach out to us. We can likely get the house sold for a profit for you and have to pull some equity out of there, or we likely have a buyer that may want to buy it prior to foreclosure. So keep that in mind. But the purpose for this video is to talk about what's kind of starting to happen in the market now. Right now, there are 17 houses currently on the market that are bank owned, and that doesn't sound like a lot, which it's not. But there are 28 in pending right now, so the ratio is pretty high. And so far this year, there's been 33 closed. So that's 78 properties that have gone through or in the foreclosure, gone through the foreclosure process and are on the market, either currently on the market in pending or have closed. And in the grand scheme of things, there's been about 1,626 houses closed in the Albuquerque MLS, Greater Albuquerque area MLS, since 1/1 of 24. So that's not a huge percentage, but we're starting to see it happen. They're starting to come along. So if you've been thinking about buying a foreclosure property or a bank-owned property, a repo property, whatever you choose to call it, reach out to us now, because we're starting to see that starting to happen, and we're going to want to be on the lookout for those properties. Now, when we say bank-owned or foreclosure, we know that's a big, broad term, okay? That there are, the foreclosure world is, there's a lot of different types of foreclosures. So there's HUD foreclosures, there's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, there's VA foreclosures, there's regular bank foreclosures, there's savings and loan foreclosures, there's personal foreclosures, there's in some companies that hedge funds have bought groups of houses that have gone into foreclosure, and they're just literally liquidating them. So they're bank owned, but they're actually like corporate owned. And each of those types of foreclosures are going to be handled differently. For example, on the HUD, you bid online. With Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, they actually make the houses nice again, and they add carpet and paint and appliances and make them nice and pay closing costs. With VA, they're usually as is. With Bank of America and Wells Fargo, they're a lot of times as is. So when we say bank owned or foreclosure, we just know that that's the generic term. But depending on what kind of or who the note holder is or who owns the property, will determine what kind of process it'll take to buy that property. So reach out to us if you'd like to know more about that, or if you see a bank-owned property, or you see a house that's got the little signs up on the windows like it's going to go into foreclosure, and we can do some research for you and see who's got that property, and maybe who's bringing it on, coming onto the market. So reach out to us. We can help you with that. But just for this video, the sake of this video, is this: more foreclosures are happening, coming on the market. Some of them are great deals, some of them are not so great deals. Just depends on who puts them back on the market. And there's a lot of different type of foreclosures. So when you say repo, we're thinking, is it a HUD, or is it Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac? Is it VA? What kind is it? And that's one of the things that a reason to reach out to a good broker that can walk you through that and maneuver through that. So we look forward to helping you. If you're looking for a bank-owned property, you like to buy it, flip it, buy it as a rental, whatever the case is, reach out to us and we can help you with that. Mark and Joe Carlisle at 505-480-2478. We look forward to helping you find that property that you want to flip or turn into a rental, okay? Reach out to us. Thanks.